with the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got it on the outside, it's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Reed. Deep shot for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Caught close to the marker, it's Craver. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Grab behind the line. It's Lemon. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Lemon. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Lemon. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USC! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air, it's Reed. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bust through behind his pad. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Looking down the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Split backs here. Looking downfield on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking to pass, it's Mayava. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanders. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? On fourth down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass